Hey, I literally have no idea how much room is on my phone because I haven't deleted my last video, because I haven't uploaded my last video, and there was a hour plus, and I'm gonna cut out most of it, but and then I want to redo it because there was some good Lego stuff in there, some good Lego content from my viewers, and but then I went off on a tangent that lasted a very, very long time, so I'm going to try to edit it on my phone, because usually in the past, historically speaking, I would just download it to my computer and use the best video editing software of literally all time, Movie Maker. Windows Movie Maker. And but no, I'm gonna try to do it right in the phone. But before I get there, I got this again, fingers crossed that this is gonna be a quick, ooh, look. We were at Valley Village yesterday. Yay! And again, once again, not to rub it in for David, Lego. Now again, I did not buy much in the way of Lego at the VVs on yesterday, because I bought Lego at the Lego store on Friday night, which we'll get into in the future video. But what I wanted to do, they didn't have any classic space minifigs. So I mentioned this before, but the Valley Villages in our area are very odd differences when it comes to how they display and put out Lego as product on the floor. The Valley Village right over here, close to our house in Stony Creek, they just put in bags in the back wall. Overall, I have seen Lego in boxes if there is a set behind the display case, whatever, but that's very rare. Usually they just put it in baggies and they put it on the back wall. And it is a shooting match. It is some of it's really icky. There's everything else, including floor sweepings in it, which just makes me and so I usually let it sail on by unless I actually see classic space pieces. And again, I have a whole tote down there that I plan on doing in my spare time to get those things sorted into the collection that they haven't even been washed yet. So I want to open up those bags live on TV for my viewing content. I think that'd be fun. But there's going to be ick. So, but that's what happens. And again, so I'm getting to be very, very picky, very, very finicky, very, very, whatever. It was John Tory, by the way. I can't believe I forgot his name. But anyway, I won't talk about that. That was probably the big tangent that I made the other day. So nobody will get the reference. So that's our story right over here. And that's where historically speaking, for Lego from Valley Village, I got it from there because Sandy and I started going there even before Josh was born. And most of the time we would find Lego. And back then it was mostly Lego, and it was the older type Lego, which was fantastic for me. So from Valley Village collections, I picked up a lot from our Valley Village down the street. But then it started to wane. There was a whole bunch of months / years we didn't go, or there was no Lego there. But in the past 2 years, again, I don't know the exact date, we go there and it's usually Lego. But we didn't actually go there on Saturday. We did our other circuit, which is we go to Ancaster first, up the hill on Ancaster, right beside the 403 on Wilson. We will stop by the Valley Village there, and then we'll cut across the escarpment. Love the escarpment. We'll try to take different back roads every time we do it, because there's all these little hamlets and little tiny villages between Ancaster and Waterdown that nobody's ever heard of before. It's like 7 houses on a 4-way stop, but we find them, and it was great times. And then we go to Waterdown, and then when we're in Waterdown, that's on Highway 5 and near Highway 6 in Waterdown. We will go there, and then from there we will go straight down Highway 5 towards Appleby in Burlington, and come down to Appleby, and there's a Valley Village right there. And then when we're at that village, we can keep on going down Appleby to Fairview and cut across Fairview, and there's a Valley Village there. So we can do the whole circuit, including ours, if we wanted to, and then we hit 5 Valley Villages at least. And we could, if we just stop, it's like less than half an hour to get to all of them, and back home. But then we stop and we look around, and I look in the hardware section, try to guess what this hardware piece was from before. But anyway, but every Value Village does things differently. So ours over here just puts them in baggies on the back wall, usually $9.99 a piece or $12.99 a piece. We could actually stop by I forgot the one in Upper Wentworth by Mohawk or Fennel, whatever it was. I think it's Mohawk. We rarely go there. But anyway, so the one up the hill in Ancaster, they put all the Lego behind the display case. You have to ring somebody come over, and they put all the minifigs in baggies, 2 minifigs per bag, and they say $4.99. And they have just all these little baggies, dozens of baggies of Lego minifigs. Every time I go there, there's dozens of minifigs on the wall. Mostly they have sets and boxes also on display, 3-in-1 creators, some Ninjagos. There was a few 3-in-1s there. I was there last time, and a few friends, excuse me, which I did not get. I didn't get any sets. And then we go to the one in Appleby, and it's half and half, where you can go over to the toy area, and they'll have baggies of basic bricks and whatever, but behind the display case, they will have full sets, shall we say. I saw some racers there before, not racers, the street racers, whatever those new ones are that Josh loves and other people love. And sometimes there was a classic castle, but I think Knight's King. It wasn't that. It was before Knight's Kingdom. But anyways, it was the Black Tower. And they wanted $149 because it was new in box. Well, not new in box, but the box was with it. And I said, there's no way I'm paying like for a mid-sized box $149 from Value Village. But they'll keep those kind of Legos in sets and or whatever in the display case, whereas the rest of the bags are on the floor. These guys here, I got in Ancaster. There was the baggies there. They brought them over. I looked at each one, and I didn't find any classic space. But what I did find, and this is where I'm going to be a little selfish, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to restore sets that have nothing to do with space. So we're talking Pirates, we're talking Aquazone, we're talking Castle, and maybe some Town if I feel like it. And I'm going to sell them because I will want to recoup some costs for this collection. And I also want to downsize. So the downsize is the important part, but recouping some costs and paying for conventions, because I mentioned, again, I hope it's not part of the part I'm going to delete. I mentioned that my big thing about Lego shows, it's a lot of money for me and the family to go to Lego shows, and that comes out of whatever. It's not that we're broke. It's just like I can't keep on justifying doing all these shows and paying all this money to do shows, and I come home exhausted and blah blah. I love the shows. I love the public days, whatever. But if the Lego can pay for that, the stuff I sell can pay for the conventions I go to, that's bonus. So the break-even thing for me. I want to do shows, but I also don't want to. I also want to go on other vacations too. Anyway, so what I found here were 80s minifigs, and they had lots of them there. But these ones related to pirates and castles and whatever. And so I'll go through them. That guy there, again, they're mix and match, by the way, because I don't think these legs go with that. But this is the Forestmans, if I remember correctly. I do have lots. This is regular Town, but see, you get 2 per bag. So, and then so there's that original Fire Guy, which again I have lots of those figs. But I wanted the gray legs. But this is, again, wrong helmet. But and you can see the printing is pretty much mint. But these are the Imperial Guard, not the Imperial, whatever. They have, I can't remember what they're called, but they're slightly castled. They had the muskets, and then there's this girl. I think she was with the pearl necklace there. I can't remember which one. And then again another Imperial, and again the hat could be Blacktron, but might not be. Or like the trans neon green visor, it could have been M-Tron, it could have been whatever. But I got it for the torsos, so I could start completing, because I got some of these torsos anyway, but I don't know how faded they are. But the torsos to complete some of those sets. And so I'm going to be working on that. And during the course of me working, I found this one. Yay, Elvira. so complete a bunch of ours. So that's what I'm going to do in my spare time. It's not going to be like a tantamount or pressing matter, but I am going to start reconstituting, sorry, my own word, reconstituting some sets that are not classic space, and go from there, see what happens. That's what I'm going to try. So that's where I am right now. That's the Lego I bought at the Value Villages this weekend. We hit 2 of them before we came back. And we went to the Lego store. So I'm going to talk about that in another video. And but I thought I'd keep you posted as to where we are now, and a nice quick 10-minute video. So yeah, I am trying to be cognizant of your time. So that's it. That's all. I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.